Okay, welcome to the Chapter 2, Section 2.3 presentation lecture. Please make sure that you have the note guide for Chapter 2 so that you can follow along and take notes as we go through this chapter's content. And then also feel free to rewind and revisit any of the slides in case something was missed. So let's go ahead and get started and talk a little bit more about some differences in consumers. When it comes to sports and entertainment, different players and different games. They're two similar industries, but they can be considered different when it comes to the differences between them. And there are three main areas in where entertainment and sports are different industries. One being consumer loyalty. How is consumer loyalty established and how is it maintained is a little bit different between the two industries. The product, the type of product that is offered to the consumer is slightly different in both of these industries. And the way that revenue stream is generated between these two different industries is slightly different. Now, because of the differences in these industries, we are going to focus mainly on the consumer loyalty and being able to generate repeat customers. Understanding the differences between these two industries will help you understand as a marketer as to how to generate and maintain consumer loyalty. So let's get started in talking about how we can put that together. All right, when it comes to sports fans are going to generate consumer loyalty based off of their team. They are going to feel a connection with it. Sports fans feel that their team is trying to win, the team can retain its consumer loyalty, which means as they are attempting to try and be very competitive and be a winning team in their league, you're going to have more and more fans wanting to come and watch those games on television, buy that team's products, therefore creating that consumer loyalty. This is when consumers' attitude that occurs when they are happy with a company and become repeat customers. Take the Green Bay Packers, for example. All of the season ticket holders, all of those are considered repeat customers, not to mention the waiting list of the individuals wanting to get on that season ticket holder list. Now, when it comes to the entertainment consumer, it's a little bit different because it's not motivated by brand or team loyalty. It is mainly driven by the desire for a satisfying form of entertainment. So when we take these two different industries and compare them, let's see how that is going to differ when it comes to establishing that consumer loyalty. If we take a look at the product, when it comes to the product, a sports product is consistent, it is stable. The Green Bay Packers will stay with that example. 16 regular season games, 8 regular season games which are at home. Therefore, it's a consistency as to when those games are being played and those consumers can come and take part in that product. Whereas entertainment is different. The entertainment product is variable or it is changeable. It might be a movie, it might be a play, it might be in different geographical locations, Chicago, Minneapolis, areas surrounding here, but not right in our backyard, which is the variability of the entertainment product, which can make it a little bit more difficult, possibly at times, to generate and to create, to create and establish that consumer loyalty. When it comes to how these different industries are able to generate revenue, the streams of revenue created by marketing products and entertainment is very diverse. And the reason why it's very diverse is because of all of the different types of entertainment that's out there in order for consumers to purchase and take part in. And then also the different types of ancillary products, complementary products, cross-marketing that's going on is going to impact the revenue streams for an entertainment product. Now, when it comes to sporting events do not usually produce the same amount of revenue from merchandising and royalties as entertainment events. It's not quite as diverse of a product as the entertainment field product is. And it's because of this that the revenue streams can differ between the two industries. All right, so when it comes to sports can generate revenue from a bunch of different entities, one being a sponsorship. This is the promotion of a company in association with a property. Think of the different sponsorships that go on at the sporting events that you attend. If you've ever been to a Packer game, if you've ever been to a Brewer game, the Brewers play at a park called Miller Park. Miller is a primary sponsor and has purchased the naming rights of the park. Therefore, they are getting something of value back for their contribution. They are getting to allow themselves to call the park that the Brewers play in Miller Park. It's an example of a sponsorship. Sports franchises also earn revenue from advertising and broadcast rights. Think of the different types of networks that are going to be broadcasting these sports events. When it comes to football, we have Fox, NBC, CBS, and ESPN, all networks vying to broadcast those particular games. Therefore, a league like the NFL, who is producing a sports product to the consumer, is getting revenue from those different broadcasting entities. Now, when it comes to the two, and it comes to similarities and differences, let's first take a look at the differences. Sports marketing, it's probably going to be a little bit easier to generate consumer loyalty because there's a connection between the consumer and the local team. It is a consistent product, which makes it easier and more consistently able to market. And there are few ancillary products. Those aren't needed because of the other two areas are so strong, loyalty and product. And then when it comes to the other side, the marketing side, they have lack of consumer loyalty because they're not geographically tied to one area. The product is variable. There are many different ways to be entertained as a consumer. And there are many ancillary products to help with that revenue stream. Being such as you have a good movie, for example. Now you have a video game. Now you have action figures. All of these ancillary products revolving around that entertainment theme, which are generating more revenue for that particular industry. And then where they meet in the middle is where they are similar. So when it comes to the different areas of the marketing mix, the 4 P's of marketing: product, place, price, promotion. And then when they meet in the middle like that and you have some similarities between the two different industries, you have convergence. And that concludes the presentation lecture for Chapter 2, Section 2.3. It is a quick presentation lecture. Please make sure that you have all of the notes for this particular presentation lecture, and if need be, please revisit some of the slides to get those notes. And I will see you next time we meet in class.